Hey, what up, family? Tate Fletcher here, your boy, T-Max, Kraken. I want to start off by thanking sponsors on this. I think this is our 58th, perhaps, podcast, and been really, really happy doing it. I've had so many great conversations, and it affords me an awesome opportunity to connect with people and then get people's feedback, man, on Twitter, Instagram, and all that, and I love it, and I want to thank you guys for that. Y'all make a hell of a difference, man. I just put up a thing on Periscope. I don't know if you guys mess with Periscope, but it's so nice to have an outlet of media in this world where we can just go and we can say whatever it is that comes to mind, whereupon we get inspired and we can put that out right away to people we love and care about and go, I was just thinking about this thing, and what do you think about that? And then people interact back on Twitter or wherever else, and it's just a really, really cool thing, man. I was thinking about freedom earlier, and I was thinking about what I used to think of that as, and being free to do anything, and being, without any guidelines as far as you need to make this kind of money or that kind of money, and do this job, and because I always thought work was an imprisonment. I always thought that it was something that kept me from life in a way. And then I started to become fortunate in the things that I love doing started to afford me a life, and I don't know, but even before that, man, the way work changed for me, I was just working in a nightclub. It wasn't my nightclub or anything, but I started looking at it and I started going, man, I need more money. And then I was singing that song for a long time, and that's a tired song to sing, man. That's just a scarcity song. And I remember I got some empathy, man, and I think empathy, compassion, when we interact, that becomes a big, huge component of humanity. We're a group of people. We're a culture that is needing each other. We're not solitary. We're not a confined individual that's having an individual experience. We're a group of people that are moving in this crazy mass of the earth and consciousness, and we need each other. And I started looking at my boss, and I started getting empathy for her, and she needed more money just to keep the bar open. And I thought, man, I need to make her more money. And when I started looking and making my business, making her more money, I got more money, man, and I got happier. Things became fuller. I had a mission, I had a purpose, and it was being useful and helpful. And I think that's a huge key of it, is being useful and helpful and trying to leave whatever you're at, whether it's a public toilet or whether it's the condiment aisle at your fast food joint, or whether it's your home or your friend's place, leaving it better and nicer than when you came to it. And that's, I think ultimately what we'd like to do with the earth, leave it better than we came to it. And we've got a lot of cleanup to do. But anyway, beyond all that, just what a great fucking source this is for inspiration and connection. I want to thank Caveman Coffee, cavemancoffee.com. Man, it fuels my life. It becomes a huge part of my nutrition, and crazy, Mark Sisson, speaking of nutrition, he just hit me up, one of my heroes, the Primal Blueprint dude, to do his podcast and talk about nutrition. All these things that are my interest became things that are that I get known for, which is a trip. And so anyway, that's a divergent thought, but Caveman Coffee, a bunch of new stuff, bunch of great stuff for the holidays. Check it out. You know what it's at. High octane, high fuel. Whether you're a CrossFit or an MMA fighter, somebody getting it at 24-hour fitness, wherever you're out there in life, man, it's a great way to fuel up, healthy, inspired, more cognizant brain activity, and a great way to feel better throughout the day. So get it. And Nuevo Cerveza, hit up nuevocerveza.com. Also in Dallas and Austin, off and Kraken, we got Clutch and Concrete Cowboy. Concrete Cowboy in Dallas and Concrete Cowboy in Austin, and Clutch in Dallas. They're fucking rad, man. Some of the most fun I ever had in a club. It's so fucking fun. It's so good. So hit up my boys Rico Taylor and Dan Wirk. They're running those things down there, and it's fantastic. And what else is going on? There's somebody else, man. I'm forgetting somebody. But anyways, whatever. We'll get to that later, maybe, if it comes up. I want to let you know we got some exciting stuff coming up in the podcast. We're 4 days off from Christmas right now, or less, maybe. My days get lost. I'm going to pod with Joey Diaz, I believe, next. Just finished up Jason Tebow. What an awesome guy. God damn, I love that kid. He's older than me, I think. But, and today, famed, he's tells himself, and anybody that'll listen, the very best skateboarder ever to walk the earth. Ever to put his foot on a half pipe. Jason Ellis, my friend. I think he's the second biggest show on Sirius XM, Sirius Radio, and he's a juggernaut of a human, man. He's a guy that's transcended himself, that went from professional athlete who's just savage and beating the boards to a guy that is a radio personality that is one of the most entertaining and engaging talk show hosts that's out there. And he runs crazy shit like Ellis Mania. He's got, Wolf Knives. He's out there just kind of pushing the envelope everywhere. He studies jiu-jitsu with my friend Eric Cruz, Campella, and does kickboxing. He's a fucking really good boxer, man. Keith's super impressed with him. And he just is out there living life, man, throwing it out there. Great father, great guy, great boyfriend, and just a great human, and a privilege to call a friend. And so I meandered my way up to his house yesterday afternoon on Sunday, and me and him and Katie, his lovely girlfriend, I think Underwear Wolf maybe is her Instagram, I'm not sure. At any rate, the great Jason Ellis. I hope you motherfuckers enjoy this.
A big Tate Fletcher.
Powerful Tate Fletcher.
Is a real alpha male.
Weightlifter.
He's a stuntman.
Movie star. Robust, enthusiastic individual.
He's huge, by the way. He's like a monster person.
One of the sweetest guys I know.
He's bigger than life.
Actor.
Entrepreneur.
A fighter.
The jiu-jitsu technician.
He's also bald and he has all these tattoos. He's just a big fucking man.
A man, a myth, a legend.
Tate Fletcher.
Tate Fletcher.
Tate Fletcher.
What's up, Tate Fletcher, you fat motherfucker?
Tate Fletcher. Tate Fletcher is
Tate Fletcher.
Teddy Bear. Motherfucking Fletcher, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Tate Fletcher, everybody.
The great Tate Fletcher. Tate the Animal Fletcher. Tate the Savage Fletcher. Always moving. There's no stillness with Tate Fletcher. You will find no dust.
Tate Fletcher's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. He just said the word erection.
Tate Fletcher.
Tate Fletcher's in the fucking house.
Tate Fletcher!
Tate really blasts out some serious hardcore truth bombs, and I think you're really going to enjoy it.
Well, welcome to Pirate Life Radio. Thank you, Jason, for being with us.
It's great to
Jason
be
Ellis
here.
joining me today, and we're in his beautiful place with his beautiful fiance, Katie, who is
She's not my fiance.
in a wonderful. Why
my
do we have the
girlfriend.
distinction?
Why marry? Why do the whole?
I don't know, like Jody.
You know that's like a
well, I
white
just
guy,
call her
rich
Jody
diamond
Jardine.
thing, isn't
I'm
it?
like that's your wife as far as I'm concerned. I feel like after you're with a broad for long enough, like that's becomes it.
I just want a new word for it. I want a new way to do it.
What do you want to call it?
I don't know, like
Your onesie partner?
that's better.
That's pretty good.
It is better.
Do you have a onesie also?
Yeah. I don't have as. I'm not as into them. They're a little bit.
Because you feel like they're last season?
No,
I
they're
mean, you're
just
kind of Hollywood.
She got
up
me
here.
a tight one. It's too tight.
Well, she wanted it to look good on you.
I don't. I don't feel good about it. It's like
She wanted you to sexy it up.
Oh, hey.
Oh, this is awesome.
Well,
Yes.
old guy.
Those are a couple of fellas that don't want to fight, but want to let people know they're not here to take any guff.
50 just got hurt and then had to like kick some ass to prove that he's not that hurt.
Now, is it true that 50 is named after
Oh, come on, dude. Really? You going to do this on the podcast?
Curtis?
I used to lie and say that I named it after like a Pee Wee 50, like
Right.
he's a mini bike.
Right.
And then now that I'm older and just
They're like, no, man, 50 Cent
like,
took shots.
The truth of it,
Took 9 bullets.
yeah. He took 9 bullets and he just came out and I had a dog and I named it 50. I did not realize it was going to become.
You didn't know he was going to do all those bad movies
I'm
afterwards.
not proud of it now. It's weird.
Well, he did come up.
He did come up. He's doing great still.
You know what I mean? Still doing great. I feel like he's one of the kind of pioneers, I think, for street guys in a way. You know,
I feel like he was the last person to have a good album in hip hop. Now when I listen to that, I don't really
that
think it's
wouldn't
that
be
good.
something you would really.
I don't like it.
To. Really?
I gave up after him. I gave up.
No Jay-Z.
A little bit, but not as hardcore.
What if Tupac came out with another album? I mean, posthumously, he came out with more albums than he had when he was alive.
But he wouldn't beat that first one. He can't beat it.
The first one,
Yeah.
which was
The big one, the one
with Death Row, All Eyes on Me.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no better. He can't do any better because he wasn't going to do more tricks. It was his flow, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't want to hear like another intricate, like, don't do new stuff, dude. Like, don't copy anybody. And now the way they do it now, I don't know. I'm bored. Maybe I'm old.
What about like The Weeknd or something like that? Like the sing-song he really, or Drake. He's another
I don't
one.
like that guy.
You don't like that?
I don't like his face, but I think it's more that I don't like him because everybody else on social media tells me that I should like him. So I don't pay attention to that. I just get I'm like, oh yeah? Oh, you guys
then
are
I'm
into
not
this
gonna
guy?
like him.
Oh, he has a funny dance for a video? That's great. I don't follow it at all. I don't listen to any
What
of
do
it.
you think about, is it true that he's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Who's the guy that was with him in that?
Wait.
Jazzy Jeff? No. No, who is the guy that played the butler's kid or something? Or no, who was the
The dude
actual
that does
really
the
rich
dance?
kid?
Yeah.
Drake looks like his son, kind of.
You think?
A little bit.
Who is that
A little
guy?
lighter skin.
He has a dance and
I
shit.
forget his god.
Carlton, yeah.
Carlton. Anyway, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I
news
like the
right
Fresh
there.
Prince, but not even really that much either.
I mean, I don't like a guy that's addicted to not swearing. He's
Is that
like
his
made
thing?
it a point, like, and then he kind of talks shit on other guys that he's like, well, I don't swear. I don't have to use swear words in my raps. And I'm like,
well, in hip hop he said that because
Cut it out.
Well, but he said that because he couldn't rap, and that was his angle. That's
he
sort
couldn't
of like
rap.
That's he used like
One of the most prolific raps ever.
yeah, man.
Anyway,
Did you ever see the Wild West, that movie?
no, I didn't see it because well, for a while until Django, really, I was like, black guys in a Western, it seems weird. Because
Weird.
that's not like an empowering time for African Americans in America.
Wild
is the
West.
Western era, you know?
The Wild West with Will Smith, and it was not a good look for anybody. Didn't matter black or white. When you say Django, that was a legitimate movie with black people in it. But
Django
you
is
missed
amazing.
out. Wild West has a guy who has robot spider legs, and he's the bad guy.
Is Jackie Chan in that one too?
No, wait,
He was
no.
in a Western too.
No, he was in a Western with the dude with the dick nose and the blonde hair, suicidal emotional millionaire guy
Andy Dick.
with the brother. Nah, Katie, who's the guy with the dick nose with the blonde hair that's in the movie?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
with the brother.
Yeah, the Wilson guy.
Owen's brother.
Yes.
Huh, yeah. I didn't
You know
see
he
that.
was suicidal.
No, I didn't know, but...
Yeah, somebody broke up with him and he did cocaine and got sad.
Well, that happens with cocaine. There's the big euphoria, and then there's the depression
Yeah, but
subsequently.
So what? It's like a fucking hangover. Like,
Sure.
you're a millionaire. Like, go fucking steam it out, you know?
Is that what it is? Is it like a Korean bath?
I believe if you're young, because I can steam out marijuana and alcohol pretty well. And I'm old.
Now, do you need to?
I don't
Is
need- I don't need-
is
I don't need
marijuana
to.
something that needs to be steamed out?
No, this is more like a hangover thing, or if I wanted
Big
to
weekend in Vegas.
or I
type
want to
thing.
get high, but then later on I've got to do something important. It's not the same anymore because I've just got used to it. I can just be high all the time now. Like I can even train high. I never used to be able to do that. So that
Do you find it better?
these days I do because I just think about things a little more, and maybe I'm not. I mean, I'm getting older. I'm getting hurt.
Now, is that training jiu-jitsu or striking as well?
Both. Yeah, both.
Really?
I could take it easier. It's a better. I got to take it easier. That was my problem. I go too hard, too fast, and I hurt stuff. And right
hard
now
to get
I'm
good,
as
too,
mangled
that
as
way.
I've. Yeah.
You stay sucking for a long time.
Yeah, in jiu-jitsu
If you're-
especially.
Yeah, if
That's-
you're a guy that is like, oh, I'm just going to go fast. It's like, great. Then you'll rep that out fast incorrectly, and then you'll suck.
That's been the hardest transition for sure, because the boxing thing, I just go hard. There's always, for me, my technique is like muscle it out.
Right.
And in jiu-jitsu, squeezing and muscling things out is just like not
That's
how to
not
do
where
it at
that
all.
works, yeah,
So
yeah.
Eric Cruz is just constantly, that's his main thing. He's like, dude, the more you relax, the better you are instantly. It's
Do you
like,
have Do you have a second stripe on your white belt yet?
I don't have anything.
No, not yet.
I don't see that coming. Like if my arms keep coming off, I don't understand how I'm supposed to get better.
I think that thing. You see how Eric flows though? He's the mellowest.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's the mellowest.
So crazy to try and.
It's a weird thing to think about dominating somebody, and also relaxing. Like you're dominating them by relaxing is a weird. It doesn't make sense. It's a paradox, but it's necessary.
I feel like if you keep thinking about dominating them, then yeah, but
Right.
like just technique, dude. When you're relaxed,
Yeah.
and your technique shines.
And you got to trust it.
That just so happens to start making you dominate people.
Yeah. If you trust the technique, you don't have to push it through the keyhole.
I'm always a better boxer against people that I'm less afraid of. It's always been the case until I get
Right.
hit a lot. Like if it's somebody that is like way bigger than me, I'm way more tentative.
Who's
and,
bigger
and-
than you?
What?
You never box anybody bigger than you.
Are you serious?
Come on.
Dude,
'Cause you're a big guy.
I'll go to Wildcard to fight that Gabe Rudiger guy the first time. I sparred 3 days a week, and there was nobody was maybe okay. Well, no, that's not true. Maybe 2 times I sparred
You fought
somebody.
Gabe
that was,
Rudiger?
Yeah. In
When?
a boxing fight, not
When?
MMA. At Ellis Mania years ago.
Really?
Yeah, I knocked him out.
Really?
Yeah, right hook. Justin Fortune taught me that little right hook thing. But I worked him for a while, and then second round, caught him with one punch.
He's got the most famous knockout ever for getting punched in the belly by,
Oh yeah,
right?
Black guy. What's his name?
The young assassin.
That dude's a really heavy puncher, though.
I love
But
the
yeah, that
joke
was still
about
kinda
him,
ridiculous.
the young assassin. That it's been 15 years. When do we call him just the assassin?
Everyone should lose the assassin and all those ones. You got to get your own new
I
shit.
saw a guy with a shirt on earlier today, and he had a shirt on that said something warrior on it, and I was like, oh, I thought it was like, I want to ask, were you in the army? Did you serve in combat somewhere? Because otherwise, lose the fucking warrior on your shirt, asshole.
He could be like
Stop that shit.
He could be a soup warrior or something.
No, you can't be.
You can't be a warrior of like.
Of the legal realm or of
What
the,
about a musical warrior? You could be a musical warrior.
I don't think so.
Yes, you can.
Not unless you were in
Machine
You
Head or
can't say
musical.
yes. You can emphatically like that.
Machine Head is
no.
Pantera could say they're
If
musical
you were in
warriors.
a Christian rock band, maybe.
No, you
Then
can't.
you could
No,
be a
you
warrior
cannot
for the
say
Lord.
You can say you're a soldier of the Lord, but you can't say you're a warrior because now you think you're bigger than Christ.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, you
I
have to
feel
say
like
that
there's
you're a
different
soldier.
definitions in Australia.
You're a Christian soldier. What's Australia? I fucking live here.
Just because it's onward. Listen, have you heard yourself?
I've been here a very long time. I understand what's coming out of my mouth, and so do you.
Good Lord. I don't know. I feel like it's a misrepresentation. I like that stuff, Cage Warrior and all that stuff. And
I mean,
hey, did you watch you did because you're a nerd for fights. You watched them all yesterday.
yeah. Yeah,
I think what
I
you're
watched
saying-
the 5 past ones. I watched them all.
About when you aren't nervous about the guy you're boxing, how your boxing's better and all that.
Yeah.
And you can see it happen everywhere. Like you saw the turning point when Nate Diaz was fighting.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, my 1-2 connected," and then everything, his swagger changed, right? And it's like, and that thing where you get loose and then you can string your punches together, because otherwise you're just looking to just jab, and you're tentative and you're worried about getting hit instead of just letting it all go and flow.
What do you think about Junior then?
I thought it was stopped early.
Do you think that he looked smaller than he'd ever looked?
Everybody said that. I was periscoping.
Everybody said that.
And,
That's interesting,
and
'cause I
everybody's
never-
yelling on the periscope about the drugs are making the difference and this and that. I'm like, I don't see any difference. Alistair looks a little fatter maybe, but he's still a huge
I didn't notice
muscular
it with
guy.
Alistair. I noticed it way more with Junior.
And Junior's
Because Junior's
Junior
usually
looks
it's usually higher. Like it's usually
he looks juiced right now.
I mean, he looks sloppy to me.
Those guys are, but they're
Like
huge
when he had
dudes.
hair and he had the belt, or when he fought for the belt. I remember thinking to myself, it's particularly crazy for somebody to have that kind of body build with that mass.
And
he
to
looked
be
like
that-
he looked like fucking Uriah Faber.
and
but-
have speed like that.
yeah,
He's got
but I'm
still
telling you,
speed at a
I don't think he
heavyweight.
has. I think.
I don't
I don't
know.
think you'll ever see him get a title shot again. I say it's over.
Well, I think that's why I think it's a bummer that they stopped it so soon. I thought it was kind of a travesty in a way.
You think he was going to recover from that?
Absolutely.
I don't think he was going to
He
But I think he should have
took
gone
a big shot. He took a big left hand, and then a hammer fist that missed him, and then he's rolled over to his knees, and he's about to stand. He's almost on 3 points. He's about to stand
but
up.
he's on Queer Street as he's getting up,
and
though.
they stopped
Agreed?
it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
also as tentative as
was-
they were. But he wasn't on Queer Street any more than McDonald was against Nate the whole third round. His feet were wobbly the whole
No
third
way.
round. Absolutely. Watch that again. His feet were soft, man, that whole third round. I was like, Nate could pick his shot and knock him out.
I was surprised that he didn't knock him out. I was like, it's like you're resting and dragging this out. Like,
Yeah.
why don't you just throw 8 punches
It
in a
was
row because they're all
beautiful.
going to land?
That was great, man.
Yeah, I was laughing at that. I'm happy for him. I wanted him to win. I don't like when people say that they're going to retire somebody like that.
All that stuff is it's such nonsense talk too. It's almost like fan talk. It's like spectator talk. Like how could you say something so ridiculous? Like, and everybody after the fact of saying what they knew was going to happen or whatever. You see what McGregor said afterwards to everybody?
No. What?
He put out a Twitter thing. They said, "What do you think about all these guys calling you out and everything?" He says, line them up on their knees with their hands out. I want them to beg.
I saw that.
I want them to beg me. Like, that's some G. And it's
I
a
thought it
picture
was-
of him in front of his Rolls Royce or something.
I saw that. Now I know what that meant. I don't blame him. It seemed like everybody that won a fight, even the dude that didn't even make weight when he won the
I
fight.
texted Jody and
He
Holly and
fucking calls
Peanut,
that-
and I was like, you guys are the only ones that haven't called him out yet. Would you guys please send out a tweet?
I know, right?
Like, let me get some of that honey at the end of the pot.
But I would watch Nate fight him.
Fuck, I think is that the most exciting fight for him?
I think Cowboy's a more exciting fight, but it sucks that he
I think
lost.
the dog fight would be Frankie Edgar.
That's
and
the
him.
fairest fight.
It is, but then I think that Nate and him would be fun. That would be the most fun to watch.
Yeah, for us, yeah.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
think
and
Cowboy
what-
got stopped earlier or no?
Nah. I mean,
I don't either.
I
His
think
liver was smashed, and
for the title, if you're tough and all these guys are tough, it's like maybe let them get their fucking head bashed in. Is it any worse? Like, it's 2 more punches to the unconscious dome or this almost unconscious dome. You're in this game. I know if I was in that fight and I was on the way up and you stopped it, I'd be bummed.
Yeah.
But I couldn't really argue. Like, Junior, I can't. If fucking the ream is behind you and you're on your knees, trying to get to the cage, semi-unconscious.
I don't know that he's semi-unconscious. He might have been together.
Come on,
he
when
might
the
have been
ref grabbed
together.
it, dude, he
might have been together.
He was like, oh, he was all
He was
wishy-washy.
incensed as soon as he called it off. He was livid.
Oh, I would look. I think they should go. Just go until someone's out.
What do you think about the drug rules?
I think something's
Because everybody was talking about that on
something's
Periscope.
fucking
Everybody's
people
saying-
up.
Everybody's saying, oh, it's going to change everything. The IV, like, I've got all these fat guys in the Midwest that are going, oh, the IV thing changed things. Or, like, did it? Like, I don't know that.
McGregor
Is that
made
your
weight?
gas or this dog?
It's the dog. Let's just keep.
Are you
doing it.
sure? You just call it the dog?
They fought all day.
It sounds, it's horrific. Wow, this
It's
is
constant.
This is amazing. Constant.
Yeah.
You ever think about changing the diet?
No, they're on a diet. They're on a diet.
Changing it to something that doesn't do that.
That make no difference.
Good Lord, Jesus.
I can't even smell it
It's
anymore.
amazing, really.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
immune to it.
she's a soldier for the Lord, that one. Good Jesus. On a Sunday, too.
She'll say,
Turned up on a
Katie
Sunday.
will say, "Oh my God!" And I'll be sitting there going, "What?
What?
You can't smell that." I'm like,
What?
I don't. It's over. I think I burnt my nose
so
out with
good.
weed or something.
It makes me feel better somehow that it was the dog and not you, though.
I'm not that kind of
Weird.
guy.
Well, I don't know that.
All right. Well, now you do.
Well, no, you're saying that. I still don't know that.
I
but,
don't
mean-
lie.
oh,
I mean,
okay.
bad stuff like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had an American Bulldog for a while, and I would eat this protein thing that was horrible. And I don't know what the additives in there. And it was a long time ago. But, man, he was great to have around because he was my scapegoat for everything. And because he looked like a gas
Oh, and
bag,
you would just
know?
say it was
I'd just
him?
be like, yeah, that was for sure Angus.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
for
you
sure.
bastard.
I know. I'd throw him under the bus steady.
So
But he was vile
Undeserving.
as well. And also, a lot of times he had cat shit hanging out of his jowls. because he loved that. That litter box was like a treat bin for him. He
Man.
just adored it.
There's nothing worse. There's nothing grosser on the planet.
Well, I didn't know what was grosser, is him eating it or me pulling it out of his lips. Like,
No, it's grosser that
Both-
he's eating it, dude. It's totally grosser that he's eating it. Yeah, that kitty litter shit is the nastiest.
it's pretty bad.
I don't know.
So you got hairless cats. How long have you had those?
Well, my girlfriend had one for
Your fiance.
my fiance, my mother had it for how long?
He's 8 now.
Yeah, 8, but then I got the fucking pink fat one like 3 years ago.
Do you like one better than the other or no?
No, I like them for different reasons. Like, it's weird because one's a guy and one's a girl. So I'd say me and Prince are, because me and Prince weren't friends at first. So now me and Prince are extra good friends, and I never saw that coming. I sort of expected that we were just going to be cool with each other.
Right.
But we became extra
Do they ever
good
get
friends.
funny? Do they ever piss on your stuff or anything like that?
No.
If you leave town too long and come back or nothing
sometimes,
like that?
sometimes he'll get on me after he's been in the kitty litter, and then I'll have like fucking shit crystals on my t-shirt. But that's my
not
fault.
so good. Yeah, that's. I thought about getting those because I wanted to. Because, like I said, they're needy. They're cold all the time. Somebody said, so they like to cuddle, and I'm like, that's exactly what I would want.
They get
my
in the blanket
animal. I
all the
would
time
want
with
that.
her because they're scared of me rolling on them. So at night they fucking just harass her, and then when I wake up in the morning, then they come over and get my armpits. But they only wait until I'm awake because they know that
Then
I'm
you
a
move
tossing,
around,
turning
yeah.
shithead, and I'm just gonna kick him in
You've
the fucking
crushed,
head.
you've
at 3
crushed
in the
them before.
morning.
They've learned that before.
Yeah,
That's
I think
not
I wait-
something that came honestly for them. Yeah, they're like, we almost died 3 times. We gave you 3 shots, and
Probably.
you fucking bastard.
It makes sense. It wouldn't surprise me. But
They
yeah.
say they're like a hot heating pad, like
They make
like
her
a water
sweaty, right?
bottle, like a hot
Yeah,
water
she tries
bottle.
to kick him off.
It's amazing. And then I thought, man, and then I just had another plant die. I had these plants, and I just had one die, and I'm like, maybe a cat isn't a good idea for me, because there's nobody taking care of my plants.
Yeah, but plants just fucking sit there. They don't say anything. You know.
Right, what I'm saying is the cat I would come back to dead cats, and then I'd have to get a new
'cause
cat.
you go everywhere too. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't.
man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
out and
ridiculous.
about.
If you could travel the world being an actor asshole, you can't have an animal. Look, I had my turn. I was a fucking pro skateboarder. I traveled the world. I always wanted animals. There was a good 20 years there where I just didn't have one because I knew that I don't want a fucking girlfriend. Or I don't want to. You know what I mean? Who's going to take care of my dog?
So you didn't have sex until what age?
I had sex when I was 11.
You didn't have a girlfriend.
I just had sex with everybody
That seems.
in other people's houses.
This is Sunday. This is the Lord's Day.
It's not the Lord's Day. It's my day. It's my vacation, actually.
Sunday is.
Yeah, all that and like all this week. But the Lord doesn't own anything.
11. That's ambitious.
Are you a God guy?
That's gone.
Are you a God guy?
A what?
A religious guy?
I thought you said a guy.
No, a God guy.
No, I'm not a religious guy.
Right.
But I think it's funny to say
That you are a religious guy?
that it's the Lord's Day.
Are you a sober guy?
I'm sober.
You went to rehab.
I've
Did you
been
say
to
that?
rehab, twice, 2 different places.
What were you addicted to?
What do you got?
Oh, yeah?
I mean, I drank pretty steadily since I was 16. And by steadily, I mean multiple times every day. And like when you said, "Oh, now I can just kind of stay high all the time," really, that was the time when I felt the most comfortable. Like if I wasn't high, I didn't feel so comfortable.
Right.
And then things would get quirky. Like I drove better for sure. It sounds crazy even to say, I still believe it today, being sober a long time. I drove better if I have a little buzz on. Everything's a little better. If I'm not, I'm anxious, I'm fucking nervous, I'm edgy, and it's fucking not good for anybody around me.
Right.
And now it's really quite the reverse. I mean, and then you just run, for me, I just ran a course, you know? And then it became not very worthwhile in any way for anybody around me. So,
When did that happen?
when I was, like, the last time I had a drink was when I was, I think, 23.
Oh, okay. So you're good.
Good-ish.
You're out.
You know, you hear a lot of varying results with that. Like people that, because there's often the time you go, oh, well, maybe I've been good for a long time, so maybe I'll try this again, even though it got me in a wreck every single time before, you know? And now I just look at it as like my life is in such a way that I couldn't trade that for anything, you know what I mean? I couldn't, like, there wouldn't be, my life has never been so good. So, yeah.
Well, I'm happy for you, dude. What?
Yeah.
I am. Anybody that, if it ruins your life,
Well,
because I've been there. I went
It's
to
not
rehab.
even. It's not like I think the thing is okay. It would have been a nice thing if I'd have died from it. Like, is how I always thought about it. Like that would have been the best.
Why?
But then I couldn't die, is what it felt like. And then I felt like this is fucking horrible. You feel like you're living in limbo for a long time. When you want to stop drinking and you can't stop drinking.
Right, okay.
And you really want to stop, except you can't. Like all that shit is like that's an awful place to be, man. So yeah, I'm real grateful as it turns out. But I never knew it would turn out like this either.
Yeah, that's a weird, because I went to rehab and I quit drinking for a long time too. I didn't think I could drink responsibly. It's still a bit of a question, quite frankly, but I mean, I guess I haven't killed anybody or
What are your
decided to
questions?
jump off anything. What?
Why are your questions? You say it's still a question.
Drinking?
Your responsibility wise, yeah.
Yeah, well, I just think at this point, I don't do anything to get myself in trouble when I drink.
Right.
But it's just my knowledge of health and fitness and my background and my past and all the things that are catching up to me with my body and how many times I've hit it on the ground and stuff
Right.
from skateboarding. I start to think like, I don't know how much longer I have in the drinking world.
Do you feel like I talk to friends about that sometimes? And I'm like, if it doesn't make you more money, if it doesn't bring you closer to whatever your idea of spirituality is, if it doesn't make you smarter, what do you then like at a certain point? I think as you age, why are you fucking with things that aren't enhancing everything? Right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're kind of saying?
Yeah, and the weird when you said to enhance your spirituality, like drinking enhances my spirituality.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Perfect,
I
then.
become incredibly happy about simple shit that I would be terrified to let go. It takes, I mean, I think too much sometimes about stuff, and if I drink, and that's why I say sometimes irresponsibly. If I wake up and I'm hungover, well, then you just ruin the whole fucking thing, dude. That was not the plan.
Right.
So, but
You
if
just
there's
robbed
nobody
yourself of
around,
2
and
days.
if I can go to steam room, and I know that there's no job tomorrow,
Where's the
then
steam room you keep talking about?
Vodaspa.
What is it?
Vodaspa.
I don't know anything about that. That sounds French.
It's fucking Ukrainian. Or
Is it
some
Russian?
Shit. Yeah.
Sounds
But
fancy.
It's pretty fancy.
Can I go there sometime?
Yeah, they'll let you in.
Really?
If you come with me, they'll be all pumped on taking your money.
Really?
Yeah.
But your money, you're taking me, you said.
Oh, well, I'll fucking take it. I don't care.
I mean, see, like,
Just
twist around quick with you.
It's
That's that
expensive.
Australian twist they
It's not
talk about.
Australian. I'm not
It's an
Australian.
Australian twist.
I grew up here. I've been speaking.
What do you mean you grew up here?
I've been speaking English.
You might have become a man here in America.
in America,
But
longer than Australia.
you've been speaking English here in America longer than Australia. Well, it sure sounds like
See,
it.
weed does not affect me at all.
Me-
Hours through the day.
Your weed's affecting me. Dude, so this is. It's nice to tell people where we are, but
Yeah.
but it's would this be the proper Hollywood Hills that we're in? I
don't know.
Is that what you'd say? Yeah.
Mount Olympus is right down the street. This is Laurel.
Laurel Canyon area, but then it
Is it
extends
really?
all the way down to Griffith Park,
That's cool.
and then all the way through Beverly Hills. We're kind of centered. My problem is that do you guys get seasick when you drive up here?
What?
All those
says that?
winding roads and shit.
How do you get
don't
seasick?
feel like,
Where are
God
you
damn.
looking when you're driving?
I'm looking around at all the shit, and then
That's why.
I'm almost hitting shit,
Yeah,
and the roads are tight as fuck. God damn.
Yeah, I just look right in front of me.
And then, much to my chagrin, I get up here and I'm like, awesome, this is where all the rich white folks live, you know? And then, what do I see? A Prius. You know what I mean? I would live here to get away from those kinds of people.
But I
a
have got away
person
from
like that. But no, right out here across the street, Jason,
Yeah, but
there's a
I don't know
fucking
them.
Prius.
I don't know
I don't
anybody.
know them. They're in your area.
I don't know anyone in this neighborhood at all. One person tried to be my neighborhood friend, and I shut it down immediately.
Did they come to the door and knock?
Oh, I've had people. They brought
Whoa.
wine. But what we drank that wine. That's it. That's all we're doing. I say, hello, good. What do you do?
Did you drink the wine with them?
Nothing. No, they didn't. No.
Do they ask you what you do?
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I'm a bum.
No, I said.
I always tell people I'm a bum. I'm like, I don't really do shit.
I was
don't know.
taking my motorbike out of my truck, so I just said this stuff.
You pointed to the bike and said
Yeah.
this stuff?
Yeah.
I do this stuff. What's that mean?
don't
It's
know.
weird, though. Those people that want to make small talk, that's enough of an answer for them. They're like, oh, sound. Cool.
Yeah, he was happy with that answer. And then we moved on.
I do this stuff. And then I tattoo my fucking whole head.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting those hair plug things to get. There's a new version.
I don't know that that's a good thing. I think.
Yeah,
I
wait till
think-
you see the new version.
You know, I used
You'll
to sell
want it.
construction stuff, and I think that there's always a lawsuit, like a class action lawsuit against shingles. That this is the new great shingle that's out, and then 4 years later, there'd be fucking 50,000 people suing that company. I feel like hair plugs, you should take even more concern with. Let that shit go. Let a few other guys do that. See how it is for 10 years.
You see the soccer player from England?
No, don't know anything about soccer.
He got full on hair
I'm an American.
and no scar on the back of his head. I saw it on the internet. It's pretty snazzy.
They can do a lot of stuff with Photoshop.
Just saying.
Was it the-
He's a famous soccer player walking around. You're saying Photoshop every single photo of him?
I don't know.
Why give me such a data?
Are the photos?
Do I look
Are the photos you're looking at? Are they from him or are they from the company that did the thing?
From him. He's around like playing soccer. It's his job. And like doing interviews.
Is he
and
married
stuff.
to a Spice Girl?
Nah.
Then I don't know fuck all about that guy.
Yeah. Whatever.
Is he
He'll
from
be
South
fun.
America or is he from England?
I have no fucking idea.
Because South Americans, they don't need that shit. They're very hairy people.
Oh yeah. This guy's like you could just tell baldness was coming. He's really bald.
Australian guy?
No. I don't know. He's like a European
now you don't
guy.
know.
It was in England, I was told.
All right.
I don't
Seems
care
like-
about country.
seems
Why
like
are you
you're-
trying to?
seems like you're skirting the
Are you
issue.
trying to like put me? Do you want me to go home or something? Like what's going on?
Wait, I thought you were home.
I am home. I'm just seeing how
Are you
you think it
confused?
is. I don't. I know exactly what's going on.
Have you had cocktails
This is my
today?
house. No, but I'm about to.
Well,
It's Sunday. I got to finish building my half pipe.
you're building it.
Yep.
When you said that earlier, I thought you were going to have a cast of thousands over, like maybe you picked up some dudes at Home Depot or something.
No, I don't roll like that. Ooh, I should have rolled like that.
You could.
Idiot.
You have the
Could have just
truck.
got like 10 dudes to whip it up in like 3 seconds.
Easy. Although
Why is
you
it
might
sketchy?
you might not want to ride it.
Why is it sketchy?
I'm not sure.
They're sketchy.
Yeah, but they're not going to do anything to us.
I'm not sure that the attention to detail of craftsmanship is the level that you would like to skate
I
on.
don't. Yeah, okay, maybe you're right.
Maybe though, but I don't think so.
I mean, it's pretty basic shit.
Well, you got to curve it, right?
It's already made. It's already curved. All I got to do is fucking screw it all together.
I would get some Mexicans then,
I know.
or one good Australian.
Because I'm busy. It's hard, man. I got that PRP shit in my shoulder the
So you
other
don't
day,
move
so
so well.
I'm a little tenderoni.
So when I grab you, that's why it hurt.
That was fucked up, yeah. Stuck his goddamn thumb in the back of my fucking shoulder.
Softly, gently, like.
It's really sore.
Well, some guys get more sore than other guys, I guess. It all depends about
Yeah.
what you can take, you know.
That's what it is. I
There's-
get that a
there's
lot.
guys
A lot
that
of
are
people
used to
say I'm
different
very
pressures.
sensitive when it comes to like actual pain,
You
like
know who I really like?
very breakable, I'm told.
Sensitive to pain.
Yeah. Every time, everyone you, if I get
I
punched
was
in the
wondering
face,
that. I was wondering that. Oh my god, they just hit a dog. This isn't going to make
It's not a
sense.
dog,
at all.
it's a wolf, Tate.
Oh, is it a wolf?
Yeah,
oh,
it's
this
the
is
movie
Jack
Wolf.
Nicholson. He's
He's
going
gonna turn into a
I
fucking
love
werewolf,
this. Kim
dude.
Bassinger's in
I
it,
know,
right?
I know.
Looking hot. I bet she doesn't look as hot today
I know. Yes, she does.
as she did.
I know
during-
where she. I know where she eats.
What
I
do you
there's a
mean you
great
know where
sushi
she
place. We've
eats?
eaten sushi with her several times.
Good Lord,
My good
Jesus.
friend Dingo's going out with her daughter.
I like
That's
Dingo.
some fucking gnarly information. Yes, secretly.
Wait,
Let's move along.
I like Dingo.
Yeah, you should. Wait,
I never,
now you
I
like
never met
Dingo?
him before. No, I liked him before. I
Okay,
liked him. He's got a good.
You wouldn't go
energy,
over to
man.
that. Look at that. That's a goddamn giant wolf.
Yeah, that's-
Why would Jack Nicholson go over there?
It doesn't seem like the best thing to do.
It's bigger than him.
Especially you don't have a crowbar or anything just to finish
Yeah,
it off.
he's not- I
'Cause
wasn't
if you
even
get
looking at it. He's
If you
looking at-
hit something in the road, I'm from Michigan, goddammit,
Oh.
and you bring a crowbar or you run it over again to make sure it's dead because
Right,
you
you
want to
help
put it
it.
out of its
That's right.
misery.
That's right.
Now he's
He's
poking
going
it
to
with
poke
a
it
little
with the
tiny
skinniest little
stick.
stick ever.
He deserves to be eaten.
Good point. His eyebrows already look wolfy.
So-
Oh, that thing's dead.
So how did Dingo get the name Dingo?
I don't know, Australia. I think maybe, no, they came here, some snowboard dude. You know, it's the foreigners being mean.
I thought he was from Kentucky.
They call him Dingo. Some snowboarder called him Dingo because he was almost a pro snowboarder.
What did
You
he was almost a pro snowboarder?
Snowboarder, yep, almost.
Did he
made it.
skate also or no?
No, terrible skateboarder.
So you guys don't know each other from the skate
We
world.
met each other here. He knew who
You know,
I
I got a
was because I was
skateboard.
one of the greatest skateboarders that ever lived.
I didn't hear that about you, but
That's true. Interesting tidbit about myself.
wait, you're Jason Ellis,
The fucking guy, yeah.
the skateboarder
See
guy.
that? My chick put that up. First time I ever had a picture of me skateboarding on the wall in my life.
It's very nice.
That's proof that I'm
I got
retired.
a skateboard from a guy, Neil McKinley, who's a Scottish gentleman
Yeah.
who makes boards out of whiskey barrels.
Right. I was way better than him.
You don't know that.
I do for sure.
You can't say that.
I put $1 million on it.
He's got a fantastic beard too. You should see it.
That's even more proof that I.
That's not
for
more
sure
proof. How
it
is that more proof?
I'll tell you why. I've never heard of him, and I've never heard of you. There's no way you're as
He's
good
from
as me.
Scotland.
I could be from fucking India, dude. I knew globally one of the greatest to ever touch the half pipe. Boom, me. That wolf does not look real at all.
The greatest to touch the half pipe.
One of the greatest.
Are
Top
you,
50
would you
in the
also
wo-
would you,
of all time.
could it be said that if I made a T-shirt that said Jason Ellis, one of the greatest to grasp the full pipe, we could do that and do like a little cartoon figure.
Am I the greatest to ever grasp the full pipe, though? That's, you know what I mean? I don't like to brag about shit that might not be true.
There's a lot of actresses out there that would maybe vie for the title.
Yeah.
The AVNs are coming up. Anyway,
They're good.
What do you think that your big draw is? I was thinking about this today of getting punched in the face and dropped on your head and run into walls and stuff like that. Like, is it a thing where you want to feel like, I want to know what the hardest shot is from the most dangerous guy in the world?
Whew.
Like, what is that? Because you'll randomly get smashed in the head.
Well, I don't, man.
Yes, you do that. I've seen pictures of that. That happens.
Yeah, but that comes with. You
Doesn't
talking about
come
Chuck
with
Liddell punching me in the face?
That's one for
Well,
sure.
Chuck Liddell is one of the greatest legendary fighters of all time, and I've always idolized him. And I've got slow-mo came out on the Instagram, so I thought my friends a long time ago had that 5,000 frame per second camera, so we punched each other in the face to show the G-forces of your head. And then it was just my trainer that punched me in the face. Then I thought if I got Chuck Liddell to punch me in the face, more people will follow on Instagram, more people will talk about the show. And remember that one time I took a punch from Chuck Liddell in the face? That's like what I would remind
Do you
myself
know what would
of.
maybe get more shows than that is like you, like a picture of you,
Yeah.
right? Just smile,
I'm
maybe a
listening.
little gold bling.
I'm listening.
right?
Yeah.
And then like Katie's ass.
Yeah.
That's probably more likes than you getting punched in the face.
That gets, what do you call, banned. I get in trouble for Katie's ass. You can't show
I
her
didn't
ass
know
on
that.
Instagram, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's got to be full, like, bikini, G-string. I'll get back, because people don't like me, so you can't. I can't.
so you get a lot of hate.
If I test the water, then I'd get reported in a second.
And then what happens? They shut your whole
I
account
lost two
down?
accounts for. That's how I know. I lost 2 Instagram accounts when I had fucking thousands of people following for the top of her butt crack.
No way.
Yeah, and then like the other people
Can't they reinstate that when they go, oh, this is bullshit?
No, because if there's any,
Because I saw
if
like
there's any
Alice
nudity,
McMunn, like she's on her third account or something.
and she won't stop bringing it up, and that's why she's going to get banned again. See, I just gave up
On what?
on going close to anything that you could report and saying anything to somebody that wants to be mean. I just don't care anymore. And then people give up.
So that's why you just don't answer anybody that's on
I
comments.
answer people. If I got time and I see that you want to...
No, but if somebody's shitty to you, you're not going to
Yeah,
be
it
like,
doesn't mean
hey,
anything.
fuckhead, kill yourself. You don't
It doesn't
do any
mean
of that.
anything to me. It used to, I think maybe therapy and stuff, maybe I'm a little more...
So what happens to those accounts? They just
Thick-skinned.
erase them all and then they say, fuck you, try again?
Oh, yeah, when you get reported? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over. And you can't use that email to get another account.
I don't believe that. I mean, I believe what you're saying to me, but it seems like there should be recourse. Like,
I
you're
remember
like,
saying,
isn't
could
this
I-
ridiculous? How about I take down the picture?
That's why my
Nothing like that
Instagram is
happens.
Wolfmate and my Twitter is Ellismate because they took my Ellismate.
That is crazy. Especially with all the internet whores that are
But
out
it's
there that
dude,
are
all
like,
it is
there's titties and ass everywhere,
Dude, it's
all
one-
over there.
It's one person or two people that don't like you, and then they just report it from a different account over and over again, and they get your thing blocked.
They need to get their life together. That's a sad life.
Yeah, but that used to, that's what I feel bad for Malice sometimes, because that's how I was. I was like, you motherfucker, who the fuck did that? You know what I'll fucking do? I just don't care anymore.
I feel like the Instagram needs to get their shit together and go, okay, we're going to give you your account back. This is ridiculous. It's one or two people. Like, I don't understand why they let the tail wag the dog like that.
Yeah, I can't give a shit. I'm about to quit all that stuff pretty soon anyway, I think.
What do you mean? Because you're about to go so global that you don't need Instagram anymore in your life?
No, is
that what's about to happen?
No. I just don't. I mean, I like Snapchat because I can talk to my friends in Australia, and it's a way that we always talk to each other for some reason. And they're the only two people that are my friends in Australia, so I like that app for that alone. And then all the people that listen to my show show me video of them driving cut trucks and working in places where I know that's my people, that's who I'm talking to, and that's what they're doing when they're listening.
Right.
So it gives me a better feel for my audience, almost like I can see the crowd. But the
How many dick pics do you get?
not that many, maybe like one a week. I get tons of titties and vaginas and ass and stuff, so I'll take the good with the bad. It doesn't bother me at
Kyle
all.
Noak sent me a fucking a screenshot of one of his latest. We'll go back and forth sometimes, and it's this beautiful round ass, and it's there and it's glistening, all oiled up, right? And fucking and it's like taken, so it's an upshot kind of. And then and as you go up and you look up the back and it's this dude's, and he's like, and then it's like, what's up, dog?
Yeah.
And it's like, you're a guy that's trying to sling dick on me right now on the, what the fuck?
Some people find that
It's
humor.
amazing.
Yeah.
And then I went to that guy's profile, and it's, of course, a private profile, which is cowardly.
It was a real guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
wow.
it was a real guy. Yeah.
Why would a real guy with a woman's ass hide it?
I figured he would get more followers because I was going to repost it, and then I thought, maybe this is how you get banned.
I lost a fucking bet the other day. I had to get my friend's face tattooed on my ass.
I saw that.
I wore this fat lady she actually is the first plus size model to be in Penthouse. She was on my show again the other day, but she gave me her undies, and I wore it for the tattoo so that my friend didn't have to see my actual hole.
I saw that. Yeah. I bet he could still see the hole through that, though.
Could he?
I'm sure, because that wasn't a lot of fabric, really. That was those panties. So I'd imagine your butthole is, I don't want to say gaping, but bigger than what they would offer for concealment.
I disagree. I think it was concealed
All right.
neatly.
Well, tomato.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
What was the
keep
bet?
it that way. I could beat him in a race. I knew I couldn't beat him, but it was, you know, I mean,
In a motorized race or a foot race?
Yeah, in a car race. Yeah, he's
Seems
like
there's too many parameters for that to be fair.
Yeah, no, it didn't work out at all. It worked out terrible. I didn't actually get to race him. I fucking hate that race. I didn't get to qualify to race him. Somebody hit my car and broke it, and deal's a deal. Wasn't even like me and him fucking out there going for it.
That sucks.
It would have been a way better race if he had a...
It's kind of would be gentlemanly if he was like, okay, no, we're going to change it now, and now we're going to get 10 speeds, and we're going to race, or did something else.
Yeah, I'll get him back. I'll figure it out.
You should box him.
He's pretty dumb, but he's not a moron. And he can't fight.
Did you you asked about religion earlier? Is Australia as dominated by religion as America is?
No.
Not like that at all?
No. I mean,
I just drove to San Diego and back on Tuesday, and there's this one church in particular. I think there's a couple, but they're like fucking, it's like you're in Rome or something. They're like huge monstrosities on the side of the highway. And like that's not a thing in Australia?
no. I mean, what's England like? Because I guess we're like England.
I think it's old school Christian, Catholic, and Protestant, like heavily.
Well, I just think it's gone more. There's less of a, you mean the Queen? We don't really like the Queen of England that much. That's what I don't know, dude.
That's
I've
what
lived
you
there for
guys
so
say, but
long.
you guys all talk like that, you know?
I grew up in a ghetto part of Australia where nobody believed in God, which is weird because you think fucking
poor are
poor people
usually-
would be, yeah,
they're
but we're
usually the
not
ones.
fucking Spanish, dude. Everybody was just drunk and nobody believed. I don't remember anybody ever saying that they believed in God one time my whole life. I mean, the first time I heard
So you
that,
never went to church or anything like that?
I went to a fucking, my grandmother was rich. She had they did well and paid for me to go to a private school, but I got expelled. But when I fucking broke some fat kid's arm, I got in a fight. He stole my marbles. But I didn't mean to break his arm. He fucking fell. But,
Well, how old were you?
like 11 or something.
Yeah.
So
It's young to be conscious of breaking your arm. Like
that's what I'm saying.
accidental
I
shit.
did
Yeah.
not fucking grab it and snap it off.
Right.
We were fighting, and I pushed him onto
guys rolled funny or whatever.
a bench, yeah, and his arm got caught in there or something.
Anyway.
But anyway,
And then Grandma tried to get you to find Jesus.
no, she didn't believe in God. She just had money and put me in a private school because she figured a private school gets that kid a good education.
Right.
So it was a terrible school. They were really fucked
And it was
up
a
there.
religious school, a Catholic
And
school.
they made me go to. I remember going to choir and singing and not having any idea why I was singing or what it was about. Just la 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 la. Okay, bye. And then getting expelled. And then
Did you go to confession and all that
fuck
stuff?
no, there wasn't. No, okay, because it wasn't Catholic. It must have been a Christian.
Something.
Yeah, because I wasn't aware of the
All the
in the
different.
box thing until I saw a movie.
It's crazy. That was the first time I experienced it in 5th grade. And they did, because the school system, the public school system was shutting down where I lived, because they weren't going to pass taxes to bus people in. And so if you're going to bus people in, they're going to not have school at all anywhere. And and so then the Catholic schools were the only ones that were running. And so I went there in 5th grade, and I got, they're like, please don't come back next year also. But like, that was the first time I was like, they're eating the communion and
no, they
all
had that
stuff.
too.
And I
They
was
had the
like,
fucking
God damn.
bread and the wine. That's right.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I don't know.
It's a strange idea, that whole thing where it's like, so it's the flesh of God and I'm going to eat God now I'm a cannibal. Like, if I'm really going to believe all the stories, it gets weirder and weirder and weirder, and like everybody just kind of does it reactively.
It's a weird thing to have so many people believe in such a weak story. It's funny how when you grow up, you can just honestly, if
I just feel
everyone
like it's
agrees,
mythology, right?
It's what?
It's like mythology. I mean, it's just like, for a while, like, nobody knew what thunder was, and so they go, oh, it's a dude with a hammer in the sky, and they tell that to their little kid so their little kid can go to sleep because they just want to fucking go to sleep. Yeah, it's Thor. And then nobody tells the little kid that was just a thing they told him to get to sleep, and then that becomes part of their...
I've always thought that.
Their
Like when
narrative.
there's clouds and rain and lights that have shined through little bits of cloud that have shined on one thing somewhere in the bushes before, and I'm like, if you go back hundreds and hundreds of years and take away all the knowledge that we know, and then you just do that to me,
Yeah.
I'm freaking out, dude, and I'm saying that there's something in the sky. There's something mighty in the sky.
Or talking to you personally.
Yeah,
Because
like
nobody else saw it.
it's just like,
I mean, you figure like 100 years ago, if you walked up, though, with a flashlight, you could easily be
fuck
burned
yeah.
at the stake. Like, that's just 100 years ago. Like, not long ago, we were in the dark.
yeah, so it makes I don't know.
So-
Most of the people I know that are really back it really know that they're doing it for more than one reason.
So what happens when you die then?
That's it.
That's it. It's a dirt nap, and that's it.
Yeah, it's off.
It's all just dark.
Yeah, I think
There's no consciousness anymore.
I think there is I think you get like the whole DMT thing, because I've done that, and I've felt, you know, I mean, I've been knocked out real bad before, where I came in and out of consciousness for a long time, and I was suffocating. I've had to fight to fucking, it was like someone was trying to take me away. It was terrible. I was like, oh, and I would come out and be like, oh, I don't want to fucking go back in there, and then I'd be unconscious again, and I had to like I just kept feeling like I couldn't breathe. But all that shit, like the DMT rushing in your head, so you actually have that. It's like scientifically proven that it goes off when you die. So you'll go on a journey when you die. I believe that. You go on a journey, but in the end, the journey probably just starts to wither, and then it's not, and then it's dust. It's gone. You're dead.
What do you tell your kids
about death?
Because that becomes
Nothing.
the thing, right? Isn't that the deal? Like,
my kids don't
most
ask me
people
about
like, well,
death,
we don't
man.
know anymore. We want to kind of teach morals and ethics, and we don't want to have responsibilities. So we've got these stories built in, and then we'll do. You know what I mean? I think Christianity becomes a default setting for most parents
I know why
because they're
you
lazy.
do it. You don't want to tell your kids you're going to die. If your kid actually asks you my son asked me 6 years of age, Daddy, what happens when I die? And I fucking told him, that would fuck his head for years.
Would it?
Yeah, for a while it would. It's not. It's like, how do you have sex? Now's not the time. Now's not the time for me to be explaining to you. I don't know who told you that, who wants you to answer that question, but now's not the time for me to explain to you what life and death is and what sex is. It's the same. That would be the same answer, like just a little less uncomfortable. They can't handle it. My daughter thinks about 50 dying. You know what I mean? And we've had conversations because he's old. She has nightmares. Can 50 be in my bed? What about if I'm scared that 50's going to go? And I'm like, 50's not going to go. You know what I mean? He's got plenty of time. When that day happens, that day happens. But the key is to think about today, not the day that you die. And that's it. I don't want to have any more of a discussion about it because I don't want, because for her to just keep going, because I know she's got my brain. Yeah, okay, good night. Think about death, Devin. Sit in your bedroom and think about death, because I know what my brain would do.
Don't you think that's kind of like the part that gets scary? That's the things we can't talk about are the things that then become a thing.
I think there's a certain age, a certain amount of, and it's not an age actually. There's a certain amount of life that you've experienced, so that so then you'll be prepared and ready to talk about death. I think it's mean. I'm sure you can understand the concept.
What do you think about farmers?
Farmers?
Like for me, in a way, farmers are more realistic than city people in a way.
Why?
Because they see a cycle of life and death all the time, and they're comfortable with it. There's a normalcy to that. You know what I mean?
I think mature adults are comfortable with death.
No, they're not.
Whoa.
They tell each other stories like crazy. I was with fucking a lady that helped raise me, and she died, cancer, diet soda her whole life, and fucking with carcinogens and all that, and like probably like some strange cancer, and that's probably what it was from. And Catholic church, and at the wake, they're going, yeah, we don't know why. The priest is saying, we don't know why Mary Jane died, and we don't know why Jesus gave her cancer, and we didn't know how long she was going to be with us or why she went so quickly. But we do know that she's at the right hand of the Father, and that she's in the house of the Lord, and that there's many rooms in that house, and that she's going to shine in eternal light. And I'm looking at a room full of adults, hundreds of people, and everybody's like nodding in agreement. And I'm like, is that some drone shit? Like they're just not in agreement? Or did nobody hear that exactly we know why she died? We know why she got cancer. We know why all those things. What we don't know is the God, the many rooms in the house, like they say the opposite shit. So you're saying adults have a good idea of it.
I think it was beautiful what he said.
And adults have no idea, and they believe fucking crazy shit.
Do you think maybe they were just all nodding because it was beautiful what he said?
No, it's some silly shit. Stop it.
Because I think there's... What? I think sometimes people say beautiful religious shit, and I go, it's beautiful you would say that, especially when someone dies.
It's avoiding
but
what's
I expect
real.
half the room to go, let's not analyze it right now, but There ain't no fucking room. Nobody's going any room. Nobody's
We
saying
don't, but
shit to
we
anybody.
don't know that.
Yes, we do.
No, but my problem with it is it avoids responsibility of what we have now in this life today. Like, we know why these things happen. We know what causes these things. And the other thing that we don't know about the beautiful mystery of life, death, or where it all goes. We don't know that. Like, why don't we acknowledge the truth at least as a starting point? And when you say we're comfortable as adults talking about death, the fuck we are.
Well,
I've got a 40-year-old
I am.
friend of mine, and he's going, I don't know why Jesus gave my mom cancer. And I'm like, I don't know how you got so fucking stupid.
Well, he doesn't mean that.
He does mean it.
Well, like, those people are dying.
We're all dying.
No,
my point is
agreed,
that
but
we're
those
not.
they're dying faster
But to
because
not
that's an
speak
old
on
school.
those things seems crazy.
It's an old school train of thought. You don't want to think of. You don't want to talk about it because I've had heart procedures, man. Thinking about it all at one point that's the only thing I thought about. And then I would wish to God that I could not fucking think about that anymore ever again because that was starting to take up a lot of my day. And I just had to like accept it. Like if it comes, because my heart still jumps. It's like sometimes 12 times a day. Every time, sometimes do, and I go, that could have been the one. Apparently my doctor's like, they're not the one, just so you know. But I don't fucking believe him either. I don't believe anybody. If it's jumping around, it ain't right. Yours isn't. Mine is. And I'm not that old.
Mine jumps around all the time.
Well, I like you more. I don't know
See,
why.
I'm
but
just
I
trying to
wanna
make you
hang
feel
out
better.
But because I know
Did yours
that,
mine just jumped.
you're just trying to fucking really bomb with me
It
right
did a
now,
triple
you?
jump.
You
Just
fucking
did a triple
arsehole.
jump.
You're an asshole.
And a backflip.
I've been in hospital with all those things on, and they're like, "Fucking, he's having a heart attack," and I'm like, "I'm having a heart attack," because my heart went.
Maybe
AFib.
that was Jesus just telling you to get off the yay.
I wasn't on yay.
Come on.
I wasn't.
Did you ever date a Kardashian?
No.
Okay.
I did do a lot of drugs, but it didn't come then. But anyway.
So what time is the time to tell him that maybe Santa's not filling up the stockings? Is that a thing that you do?
My daughter is 10, and we talk about it, and he will deliver Christmas gifts, and I'm pretty sure she already knows because she's not a fucking moron. And
They do have the internet, don't they?
Yeah, well, no, my daughter, yeah, eventually, but they don't type in, is Santa real? They type in porn.
Wow.
Yes. Little interesting tidbit about children that have the internet for the first time.
They type in porn.
They type in fucking suck my dick.
No, they don't.
Something like that. Dude, type in porn on the internet now, and within 5 seconds, you got DPs and shit.
You wanna know the funniest
I guarantee
thing?
you, my daughter, my ex showed me like what she watched when she got the phone to you, like the first time she got the internet, because my ex is a fucking spy hunter, so she just was like, this is what she typed in, and this is what she watched, and I was like, there was a doggy style girl getting fucking pounded doggy style, and I'm like, and then this was when she was 9, and then she had a diary, and Katie found the diary, and oh no, I found the diary in the fucking car at the motocross track. She took it to the motocross track, and it was just on the seat, you know what I mean? And I'm waiting, and it was open, and it's fucking.
Might as well take a look.
I'm thinking, you know what I mean? Daddy's
Are you
adorable or
sad
something.
today that you took a look?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, because she got busted for doing something that she needed to be called out on. There was 3 of her friends because apparently the first came from somebody had a cell phone at school and they all watched it at school. And then as soon as Devin got home, she got her game phone and went on the internet and fucking did it as well. And then they wrote all this weird sex talk letters. I like this guy's anus and I like his penis. Like shit where they're just trying to figure out like
That
what the
is
fuck's
so
going
good.
on. But they got caught. Everybody got
It's
caught.
like a jigsaw puzzle of
because they think they
porn
got to figure it
essays.
out. You love his anus, do you? You have no idea what you're saying. But when they got busted, then they gonna, But that was
So crazy. I think about
They
that
know
shit. And I
everything.
think about because you had to go steal porn if you wanted to look at porn when I grew up. Like you know,
nudie
and
magazine,
and I'd have
or
to
your
go to a
parents had a
liquor
fucking-
store far enough away so that it wasn't the liquor store where my parents went, and then I'm going to shoplift a Penthouse
Oh,
or
wow.
Shuri magazine. Like
That's
so,
advanced.
I would go. I would travel. You know. And
You actually committed a crime to get your porn.
of course, yeah,
I
yeah.
just stole my parents' shit. Or my dad's
My
shit.
dad
is all
would
it
have a
was.
Playboy in a penthouse, but sometimes that wasn't enough, especially after I saw like Wii magazine or these different ones that were like more hardcore, and you're like, or Club magazine was a good one I remember.
I don't remember.
And I was
those.
like, good Lord, like this is next level. And so they talk about imprints and like the first thing that you see, like why does everybody have their kinks and quirks or whatever they are? And you think on the internet, man, that could be a horse fucking somebody. That could be the craziest thing
That doesn't
ever.
make you want to fuck horses.
How do you know?
I know that for a fact. You are what you are when you're older. You make your decision. Well, you know what?
You are what you are
These
when you
people-
what?
I made me. I built me from the ground up, and nobody
That's some silly shit
has
to
anything
say.
to do with.
That's so silly.
It has-
To say
I had
that
to-
you
I
weren't
had to-
influenced and fucking.
Yeah, but then I
like-
had to strip it down and start all over again.
Okay.
A bunch
I don't
of
know
times.
that I agree with that, man.
And after 7 years, you're not even the same person because of all your molecules have all changed.
Shut
and
up.
gone
That's
away.
some
It's true.
silly shit
It's
you're
true.
saying right now. Yeah, you got different skin. That's what you're. I mean,
That's what Tully
seriously.
used to tell me all the time.
Who did?
Tully, my co-host, the guy that you argue with.
Tell him to go ahead and lose your number.
He doesn't call me anyway.
I
We see.
I
each other
argued with him
plenty.
one time because he got silly. That was some beta shit.
I don't even remember, but it was very fun.
It was because he was upset that people were doing some alpha male shit and going out and charging life.
You
And he's
were
like-
upset as well.
And he's like, no, you should be more careful with life. And those people are irresponsible parents. And I'm like, because they're living life, they're irresponsible parents? That's ridiculous.
Well,
Anyway.
yeah, Tully's a safety first guy. Yeah, I
He
see two
certainly
different
is.
sides of people. It's like where you grew up or something. I don't know. Everybody around you is pretty tough, dude. But
In America.
in the real world, they seem to be pretty fragile. You know, like your
Well,
average
you're in
guy.
Hollywood entertainment. Those are pussies.
Well, I've been around. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
I wasn't born and raised in Hollywood.
But, I mean, you get lulled into that, right?
I feel like the average. It's
How
a
much would you
parent
have
thing,
to
too. The
soften
average
yourself
dad
to
is
be around
very
people here?
fragile. What was that?
How much did you have to soften yourself to be around people here?
In business, only in business.
Hugely.
Yeah,
Hugely.
yeah. I had to take a
Because otherwise
complete.
people are nervous or fucking.
I blew relationships
Yeah.
from being the fuck you talking about. You said we had a fucking deal. Whoa. I'm like, well, you're lucky I don't fucking punch you. Because back where I come from, this is punchable.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And
That's
then-
what's
and then
crazy
to
to me
realize-
about people like that. They can have kids. I'm like, God damn.
No, because I was just thinking
Like,
about
you don't
that
even
in
know how
the
to
fucking-
raise yourself as a man. And you're over here having children. Stop that.
I was just thinking that in the jacuzzi today about how old I am when I have my kids. And like if I had my kids when the same age as my dad, what was in my brain when I was a 20-year-old?
Oh, fuck.
Like the kids, and then now at 44, my kids being like fucking 19 or something, even if they loved me, and even if because by now I would have fixed it,
Yeah.
but the scars
They would have been trained
that I would
already
have
to be
known
that.
that
Yeah,
I
yeah,
put
yeah.
in there, instilled in them all that, like that first
Yeah.
10, 15 years of just fucking them accidentally, but still fucking them.
That's that kind of thing where it's like you can understand why it happened, but it doesn't make it right or whatever.
That's how I am with my parents. With my stepmom is that I won't even talk to her anymore. I just won't do it. I just don't. If you don't want to, like, acknowledge what really happened, then don't call me and ask for my to come see the grandkids because when they get older, you're going to tell them some fake stories about their father.
Right.
You know, to protect the grandfather.
Yeah. There's a lot of that where it's everybody's got their own history they want to repeat, you know?
I wish I was Italian.
Why?
And I wasn't molested. I like family, man. I see other people's families, and I
Seem like two strange things to have together. I wish I
Well-
were Italian and that I weren't molested.
yeah, because Italian family they all
They
hang
go
out.
hand in hand, basically.
They all hang out. Wait, but being Italian and being molested, you say there's no escape.
being not molested. Jesus.
They just look like they all hang out with like Vinny's an alcoholic. Like okay, cool, we could live with an alcoholic in the family, even a couple. Just not
What
molesters.
What Italians are you seeing?
TV ones. They look like they're all having a good time.
Where do you see it? The
No,
Godfather? Where do you see
Yeah,
Italian?
and they have pasta and shit, and there's like 80 of them, and they all hang out together, they all know each other, and they're all named Paulie and shit. I want to live in that family.
The Sopranos.
Yeah, but not The Sopranos, because someone's going to get shot, and that's going to be me. I want to hang out with mellow, loving people.
The Italians aren't known for being mellow and loving.
I want to be Samoan. There you go.
That's also a highly volatile people.
Yeah, but not if you are Samoan.
That's true. It's more mellow.
And you're cool with each other. That's what I want to be. I want a big Samoan mother. I said that on my radio show the other day.
Seems
I want to have
different
a
than
big
Italian.
I forgot to tell you, Katie. I asked if I could get like a big 300-pound, maybe 400 Samoan lady, and then she could hug me and stuff, and we could have sex just one time.
Wait, why do you want to have sex?
Because all inevitably.
You already had a 300-pound person.
Yeah, what's wrong with having two?
Why
it wasn't bad.
Why do you need to do that?
It wasn't because it's fun.
What do you mean it wasn't bad?
It was fun. What do you mean it wasn't? What are you saying? The fat ladies are bad to have sex with?
I'm saying that you had a fake vagina fat lady.
Oh, she wasn't a fat lady. She was a fake vagina lady.
300 pounds you said she was.
She was 300 pounds of fucking giant ass and fucking thunder thighs. Yeah, really tall.
Not fat, you wouldn't say.
No.
You can't. I don't know that you can be 300 pounds and not be fat unless your name's Bob Sapp.
She was like Bob Sapp's sister, but
you wanted to hit it still.
She didn't have Bob Sapp's face.
Damn it, Jason!
God damn it! Now you're making her look bad. She's just
making it look bad.
She didn't look like Bob Sapp at all.
You just said Bob Sapp's sister.
Well, I'm just saying her. Because of the weight. Like, she didn't go to... Imagine if she... I don't want to talk about this anymore. She was... There were tons of black guys that wanted to fuck her, right? Like, in the restaurant, everyone's like, holy shit. Like, she was a specimen.
A specimen?
Yeah. Yeah. If she would walk in, and if she was like, what the fuck you looking at? I would say, come on. I mean, you can't blame him for taking a quick glance.
Did you eat her pussy too?
No.
You didn't?
Katie did, though.
I don't understand why you didn't.
Well, because Katie was down there.
Well, I think that's a fake pussy. You'd want to go and have a taste and see what that's like.
Nah, me and Katie fuck people as a team. So if it was me and her fucking, I probably would have licked her pussy. But it's me and Katie, so I know what's going to go down.
So do you and Katie have a game plan? Do you mark it out before, like you're on a sports team?
No, we don't
talk. Okay, we got the whiteboard up, and you're going to go in this way, and I'm going to go around the end. And
No, it's I take control, and wherever I pick her up or put her, then Katie
You're
finds
picking
a
up
spot.
and putting a 300-pound person around.
Yeah.
You're a powerful man, Jason.
I am a powerful man. I had that thing moving all over the place.
That thing.
I mean that in
Lord.
a nice way.
That was one of the most phenomenal stories I ever heard.
You should get Katie's got the real story.
Tell us the story, Katie. Will you tell us the story? Come on.
The vagina?
Tell us the whole story, how you met and all that.
Oh, yeah. We were at the Tranny Awards. We had a table, like, right by the stage. A bunch of our friends were there and super wasted, crawling under the table, trying to blow us and stuff. And then she hit on you at the bar, right? Yeah, she was standing by the bar, super tall, like, beautiful black woman, just, like, the craziest Coke bottle
Yeah,
curve.
really crazy, like, curvy. That's why I was like, is she maybe she's just a chick that's a friend of a tranny.
Yeah, we were like, who is she here with? I didn't
one
think
piece on.
Mm-hmm.
She had no goddamn dick. Like, it was impossible.
Yeah, she had I forgot about the cat suit. She had this black cat suit on that was covered in, like, these little glittery dots. And, you know, you can't hide in that. Like, that's a good tuck. Like, I think maybe you could even see, like, a little bit of camel toe.
Yeah.
So we're like, this is a chick. And we all end up going to dinner because our friend that we were there with, his friends were there, and she brought some weird guy along. I don't know. But the restaurant we were at was right down the street from our house, and she was just super into us. Like, I think before we left the party, did she make out with both of us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like she was very into us. She was down. We were like, this is awesome. So we got her home. This couch, actually. Got her on the couch. You know,
right where you're sitting right now, Tate.
Yep. That's true. Because I remember cleaning up that glitter for days. Like, God damn it. It was everywhere. It was just shedding.
Oh,
so we're both just, like, attacking her, like, peeling off this cat suit and making out with her and feeling on her big fake titties. And then I'm like, here's where I'm going to go. I think maybe your dick was in her mouth at this point. And so I'm like, let me see this pussy. And from the outside, it's a pussy. It's a beautiful, normal pussy. But then you get in there a little more, and there was like something weird about it. Like right in the actual like opening, there was like, it almost looked like the head of a dick. And I was like, okay, I think this is supposed to be the clit. Because they make the clit out of the head of the dick with all the nerves and everything. So I remember like I was fingering her, but it like wasn't super shallow. It smelled good. It didn't quite smell like pussy, but it still had like a something. You know what I mean? Like a
Musk.
Yeah, a musk.
A good musk, though.
A good musk. But yeah, so this giant, it was just weird because it was almost like in the whole end coming out, this like knob thing. And I was trying to like see if I could, you know, manipulate it in like a pleasurable way, because it wasn't like you would touch a vagina. You reach in and there's stuff missing. So it was really strange. I couldn't, she was pretty drunk. We're all pretty drunk. I couldn't quite tell if I was doing like a great job or if she couldn't really care.
Does she come at all in this point, or do you know?
I don't know. There was no like.
Is there that ability?
There wasn't like ejaculate because the testes are gone.
Right.
So,
do you know if there's that ability?
Yeah, you're
orgasm?
supposed to be able to maintain orgasm.
And
ability.
would you go back again?
I would.
You would.
I would like another.
Would you go
crack
back
at it.
because you want to ego-wise another crack? Like, give me another shot at it. I can do better this time.
I mean, there's probably like a little bit of that in there because I'm a competitive person. But she was super hot and it was fun.
And who are you competing against?
No, myself.
You're just trying to up your game.
Always.
I didn't know there were tranny awards even.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
They're so good. They're so fun.
You
You would laugh your fucking ass off, dude.
Aren't the AVNs coming up too soon?
Yeah, the AVNs are not.
They're kind of boring.
Yeah, they're really boring.
Because
They're
they're
too long and.
they make it too much like the Emmys, or like it's like, don't take yourself so seriously.
Yeah, well, it's like half the people who are taking themselves serious and half aren't. So when some of them win, they're just giggling drunk people.
Right.
It's like, get the fuck off the stage. But everyone's a giggling drunk lunatic at the Tranny Awards.
When is that?
I don't know, but it is fucking. It is the. There's like.
I'd love to go see.
My favorite thing
Is it all porn oriented, or is it like
yeah.
It's not like a Miss America award.
No. There's the broke old trannies, like ones that wanted to be a tranny a long time ago, and now there's the Tranny Awards, so they can finally be out there with their dress on.
That's like hair plugs. Imagine how pissed you'd be if you tried to do it 30 years ago, and now the operations are way better.
Well, the operation 30 years ago is you're just a man with lipstick on. Like they don't have a botched surgery, dude. It's just like old dudes with red lipstick on and like a blonde wig on.
You got
and
a bunch of bad. You got bad corns from the high
There
heels.
was a girl. There was a guy there where I didn't want to look and be mean because there's a lot of trannies
How old?
70.
Okay.
There's a lot of trannies that look like chicks there. And this guy is like a 7-year-old dude with a red dress on, red lipstick, and a blonde wig. And he's just an old skinny man just at the bar. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, that was when I was hanging out with that black chick. I look over and I'm like, and he turned around and I'm like, oh my God. That's a little bit sad, but I mean, I hope that somebody hangs out.
But he's also, I mean, imagine that night's there. He's like probably living for that night.
He had tons of friends. Tranny friends. They were
like a patriarch or a matriarch. How would it be? Matriarch, I guess. Anyway.
I don't know. But everyone's trying to blow you, so you got to watch out for that.
Really?
Everybody. Me, you know what I mean? Because the straight guy. Everyone wants to blow the straight guy. Little do they know.
You don't mind.
I don't care.
They're like straight-ish.
I don't give a shit. I mean, as long as you're not wretchy.
So how many, you're in a ballroom? You're in like a...
Yeah, it's a big fucking theater, man. There's like a stage. It was a performance. People got whipped and shit.
Crazy.
But the best ones are like really messy trannies that look like kind of chubby dudes or anything, and they're up there going, that chick was a bitch.
I'm gonna take Keith.
They're better. Oh, you guys would rule. We'll get a table.
So fun.
We'll rule that place. Rule it.
You know what would be also great is if we could talk Tim Kennedy into going, but it might not be good for.
No,
Kennedy.
I'm not. That's not fair.
I'm not.
That's nice. That's not. That's mean. Leave him out of this.
You know, he's doing a big thing. I'm going to go to in the end of February. Sheepdogresponse.org is his deal. And
Sheepdog Response.
Sheepdog Response, and it's about like anti-terrorism and self-defense with a weapon and shit. He's running like a weekend course. So well, that'll be fun. Let's go do that. So I'm going to go do that, I think, with Keith, too.
That's a fucking good idea, especially for you.
Fuck, it'd be great.
You know how to use that shit better than you can do.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a fucking maniac.
He does crazy shit all the time. He's just always down.
He's supposed to come to my show and a fart happened in the green room, and it's like on video, and no one will admit who farted, and there's only 3 people out there, and it's been going for like 6 months, and I'm like, dude, one person's like, oh, who the fuck did that? And that guy's laughing, and the other guy's like, whoa, and the one guy that it looks like did it won't admit it. So I'm going to get Tim Kennedy
to interrogate him.
Yeah,
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, How
far do you let Tim go?
All the way. I want that answer.
I don't think you can have him go all the way.
I think you can waterboard
a guy of his skill set.
Well, you not kill him, but like waterboard him. You don't die when you get waterboarded.
You have him waterboard him.
Fuck yeah! I want that fucking answer. Which one of you motherfuckers?
Who are the 3?
Will Pendarvis, Kevin Kraft, and Andrew Gruss. And it's Andrew.
Gruss.
It's fucking Andrew.
I can
the
tell
big
just
tall
by
guy.
the name.
It's Andrew.
Oh yeah, your producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the video is an.
You know why? I'll say this because he's repressed. Because the guy that's a producer, he's like the dudes. You know what he does? I bet he's got an Instagram account, and he has 3 posts, and he looks at everything. He knows what everybody's doing, but he never comments and never likes anything. He never wants to be in the game. That's the guy that he is. You can tell. Those guys are always like that. The producer guys in life, they're always the dudes they know more than you about your own life. And they're like, no, remember on September 12th and you're like, no, I don't fucking know. They're like, and they know everything. Yeah, that's the same day that Bobcat Goldthwait did this. And you're like, who are you even? Fucking Sherlock goddamn weirdo.
If I showed you the video, it baffles me. But it's either Will or Andrew, and Will said,
it's Andrew.
Tears in his eyes. I swear on my fucking children, and I can't believe I have to go this far to make you believe me. That's
I
what he
believe the
said.
tears more than his bullshit about his children. You know what I mean? Because he thought it was funny, right? Like he would say, like a guy like that's crying, laughing with.
Yeah, I just want him to admit it. It's like the worst part about it is when you're on the radio and you find a bit, like, because it wasn't on the radio, it was through the glass. I saw Kevin go, what the fuck? And then somebody laughed. So I turned the mic on out there and I'm like, what are you guys laughing at? Somebody farted. Who farted? No one's going to say anything. I'm like, we're live on the radio, dude. I don't have another segment until someone tells me who farted. So they don't tell me. So I'm like, okay, 1 hour.
We'll sit here with it.
Yeah, I'm like, no more guess. Who farted? And then I'm getting pissed.
And it lasted the whole day.
Fuck, it lasts all day. Fucking videos, Instagram.
Awesome.
It lasted like months. People still call, what's up, man? First time call, a big fan of the show. Just want to know if we found out who farted yet. Like, it still happens.
So great.
That's why I want
The
it.
weird thing about radio, podcasts, and shit like that is people bring up shit, like obscure shit that's like months in there, that's so present to them. Like, who's the farter?
Yeah, Ellis Mania, everyone's just immediately, especially when you're drunk, they just immediately like tap you on the shoulder and just start talking about something that...
Are you going to do Ellis Mania forever? Like, will you keep, is that something you'll keep going?
Yeah, it might change. I'm trying to do this mini Moto Mania, and I'm going to do a little practice version of it pretty soon at a motocross track, and then
is it maybe a demolition derby?
Kind of, not really. It's more like it's like mini bikes, but the track has the turns, sharp turns, so you can't go that fast. But on the corners, there's poles with
broken glass.
Curtains. No, there's curtains. Jesus, dude. There's curtains in between the corner where there's people in there behind the curtain, dressed as like a cow suit. And then, like, people that have, like, giant boxing gloves.
As your friend, Jason, this is unsafe.
Yeah.
And I
know.
No, you
it's
can't
funny.
You can't have motorized torpedoes going at people in cow suits.
No, when the moto guy comes to the turn, slows down to turn, then the cow comes out and knocks over the bike guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
it's
gets
very
hit
funny.
by the bike.
Yeah, or gets hit by the bike. It's in the turn on a 50, dude. You don't go that fast. They can wear knee braces and boots underneath the cow suit. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because...
Would you say Ellis Mania is a very dangerous thing?
It seems dangerous.
Right. Well, there you go. It's very funny.
Different than motorized danger, though.
But these are things that I know. I specialize in this.
You specialize in them.
Yeah.
In midgets boxing each other naked on top of each other's shoulders.
I didn't say anything about midgets naked. How's that? When's there midget boxing?
Well, because I want to see that, and I was upset.
See, that's your fight. It's very dangerous. Too dangerous.
I was upset that when he did the tube tall man boxing,
Right. They weren't midgets?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking...
I really wanted
They
them to
couldn't
be
get me.
midgets.
You got to pay for midgets. They ain't paying for midgets. They're not going to punch each other properly. And they can't even touch it. They can't like actually throw a punch. Their arms are too small.
I know
they don't come out.
That's the thing is they'd have to be so close
just
to
tickle each other, and then it
That'd be
becomes
the
a
thing.
fucking joke.
You would get a guy and a girl that are dating, similar heights, to have the midgets on their shoulders, and then the guy and the girl would be making out, and then the midgets would be fighting each other on the top of their shoulders. Because they'd have to be that close for the midgets to
Do
be able
you
to punch
know
each
how
other.
many chipped teeth you would have trying to make it while midgets were punching on your shoulders?
I love that you think through the logistics.
I have
of
to.
it. You know that just doesn't. That on paper that looks good, but it just in reality.
I've had to do it so many times. I've had to answer that question so many times to the dumbest shit
so
ever.
good.
Like,
Are you guys all done Christmas shopping?
no, I got to get Katie a couple more things. What?
I gotta go too. I gotta do all that shit still.
Oh, yeah?
I gotta drive to New Mexico. Not today.
How far's that?
It's about 11 hours.
Fuck that. Do you go
I
straight?
sometimes like it. Yeah, I drive straight. I like it because I can just be on the road and think about nothing. Like, and it gives me a chance to check out and then also call back all those people you haven't called back all week.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice in that way.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I like driving if there's nobody in my way.
I go at night.
Yeah.
I leave LA at like 6 or 7 at night.
Oh.
And then
Not on a Friday.
fuck no. Or I leave at like 11 in the morning. So I'm out at a good time. And then I like to drive all through the night if I can. On the way back, I drive at night solely.
Well, that's mellow. If you could stay awake, you're not that person that fucking drifts off the road. Are you?
No, not yet.
Well, I guess you got plenty
But
of
if it
fucking...
comes, I welcome it. You know, I'm not mad about that.
If you go off the side of the freeway?
Nah.
As long as you don't hit somebody else, you fucking asshole.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, then it's a bummer.
Yeah, well, not for me so much. I mean, if I'm
Well, it's probably not a bummer.
if I'm released from this mortal coil, you know what I mean?
No, I don't. Mortal coil.
Yeah. This doesn't look very real either. That didn't even look like Jack Nicholson.
He's a real wolf man.
He's gonna kill a
Can't
deer.
you tell by his eyebrows? They're getting a
He just
little...
looks like he got drunk over the weekend.
He only has fangs on the bottom. That makes no sense. Where's his top fangs?
And I wish his nose would flare out a little bit. Don't pretend like you can smell shit.
He's got hair plugs there. He's got to be pumped about that. He's a great guy. He smokes weed.
Does he?
Yeah. I don't know why I said that. I mean, I don't really care.
Yeah, it seems like I don't have a dog in that fight one way or another, but
Me neither. It's stupid. And he eats deer.
Good Lord. Anyway, so yeah, this will be less interesting to listeners, but Jack Nicholson's just ripping the throat out of a deer.
An owl
right
laughed
now.
at him.
And
I'm
what?
just helping you tell
What
the
happened?
story. An owl just laughed at him.
Did he
eating-
laugh? Is that what it was?
Yeah, yeah. How come that deer just became very
He's like,
stiff?
you did that like a bitch. Rigor mortis.
In fucking 3 seconds.
It happens. Wolf saliva, it's a etymological fact that they'll come in and it'll stiffen them up quickly so that they can drag them without them getting caught on stuff.
So they have like Cialis in their fucking
He has
spit.
a Cialis saliva.
That's real.
Yeah, yeah. When they blow you, it's even, I mean, it's amazing.
They don't have fucking lips and they have teeth. It's not amazing.
Wait, who doesn't?
No, wolves have teeth and no lips.
Oh. They don't have lips?
Nah, no,
Yeah,
I mean,
they do.
Not dick sucking lips.
Well, they don't have 300-pound tranny lips, but...
We're talking about, hey,
I mean-
hey.
Now, they always say, all the gay guys that want to blow me always say stuff like, you've never had head until, like a guy knows
Oh,
what a
yeah.
guy, like all that kind of
Yeah,
argument,
yeah.
right? Now that you've had head from a guy, what do you say?
Well, if I'd say that on average, probably guys are better because gay guys are better because gay guys are cock hungry whores, and if you're a cock hungry whore,
Eagerness does count a lot.
I mean, there's
It
technique
counts a
as well.
lot.
There's tricks, but really, like somebody who's just out of control wants your dick is usually the winner. Unless you're just a moron, like, oh, I love it, but you're like smashing it into your face. That's actually happened. I've told you, remember? Like, how can you be a fucking gay guy who just talks about dick all day and then just fucking like make out with it like it's fucking. I don't even know. Like
You
get
don't
out
even-
of here.
You don't even honor it.
Get out of here. You got to be joking me. I'll be like, get out of here. Get off me.
Made a divergent path here for you, sir, and now this is what I got.
You talk all
Stop
this
it.
game, and then you come over here and start making out like you're trying to put rouge on my dick or something.
I love the fucking idea that you are calling out gay guys and going, yeah, no, stop it. You're not even about this
Oh
life.
yeah, I'm the worst. I'll do that.
You fake ass dick sucker.
Yeah, I've said that.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Yeah.
I think I got to go eat dinner or something.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you
It's been great.
Thank you. It's been nice chatting.
I'm kind of pissed you didn't bring any coffee.
I know. I was halfway
You're
here.
saying I'm doing this
Next time
podcast
I
for
will.
free?
Hey, you know what? No, do you like Bloody Mary mix?
No.
What do you mean no?
Wait, just
Do you
drink it?
do you drink Bloody Marys?
Not anymore. Retired from
Yeah,
that
then,
game.
Fuck it. Never mind then.
Why? What would you know? You don't drink.
I have Bloody Mary mix in my car.
Why?
Because it's made from New Mexico green chilies and it's goddamn delicious.
Oh, so you just
So it's
drink
like a spicy
It's
tomato
spicy tomato juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, that's cool.
Fantastic.
You know, I can see you doing that.
I could see you doing that.
It's fair.
All right. Good enough then.
You're not gonna get. I'm not fighting you, dude.
Glad we got an agreement
Stop-
there.
Okay, good.
Well, you get all aggressive. Just,
I didn't get aggressive.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't.
Oh, really?
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's give it a whirl. See
All
where
right,
it goes.
I will. I fucking will.
Yeah, run this Australian flag up the pole. See what
I'm not
happens.
Australian, all right?
See who salutes.
I'm not Australian.
And
I'm a
by
fucking human
salute,
being,
I mean,
all right? And I'm an alien.
excuse
You
me.
discriminating?
You're not Lil Wayne.
Why don't you go get your little white fucking hat and put
A
it
little
on?
white hat?
Yeah, you
What's
look
that
like
mean?
a Ku Klux Klan member. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's a weird reference with the accent.
Yeah. No, it's almost.
See what I did
yeah,
there?
yeah.
See
Fuck
what
you.
I did there?
You understand that one? Cocksucker.
All right, God bless. Love you people. Hope you have a great day.
I hope you all love that, man. I wish we'd had more Caveman coffee. I was a little sick. I was a little under the weather that whole podcast. I hope it didn't come across too much. But anyway, love Jason, love Katie, and really grateful for them for hosting me in their home. And family, get out there, man. Another year's going by. Do or die. Get after it. Do or die, suckers. Besos con quesos, and all the best to you. I hope you all have a great holiday, and check out the great Joey Diaz coming up soon on Pirate Life Radio.